Hello and welcome back everyone to Last Level Press. Mr. Black reporting for duty once again in War Thunder. I've invested a couple of hours into the game since my last episode, and in that time I've learned a few things, largely to do with research. Apparently there are a couple of different types of research credits one can accrue through matches, one for the unlocking of new units, and one for the unlocking of internal components for those units, available in the Research tab down here, which also allows one to check the respective progression trees of each respective nation. Now then, moving over to the Russians, clicking upon an individual unit allows one to access the customization, test drive, modification, and information tabs for each of those units. It is under the modification tab that one can actually customize and unlock new internal components, and I like that, as it means one can sort of specialize one's units exactly as one wishes and prioritize different functions over one another, and I like that about it, as well as the customization, which is actually rather robust in this game, allowing for a couple of decals, different camouflages, user skins, which I've yet to really explore the full functionality of, and I'm curious if any of you are more well-versed, veterans of the customization of the old war art. Let me know exactly how that function works, because I think, as I understand it, it's a client-side visual cosmetic change. I think. I'm not sure whether or not others in the game can see it. If they can, that would be incredibly interesting. Now then, as for the decals available, there are a number of different tabs, each having to do with either factions or common victory marks, different nations, and a number of them are available to anyone for default usage, as well as, predictably, a number available to paid customers to unlock and further customize their units. Now, I have a new objective in the recording of this episode, which is, not to return to that screen, where am I here? Oh yes, to leave the ground and change to aviation. I aim to take this fight into the skies, and a couple of aircraft I very much wish to unlock and pilot are the German Ch.2 and the American Spitfire. So, I think I'll shift to German for now. Yes, I like that. And I'll pilot the HE-51C1. Another little interesting thing I noticed when I checked the game today is that apparently daily login rewards are a thing in this game, and I like that, as it rewards consistent gameplay in a means that is not necessarily restrictive, but is rewarding, and I like that. And as with the previous episode, I've completed the aerial tutorial, however I've yet to engage in any actual dogfights. So let's see, what exactly am I to do? It seems as though aircraft are able to affect the ground war. However, one must also destroy enemy ground vehicles and engage other aircraft. And I'm in the air over Stalingrad. Let's see, I'm spawning in 1 second. Yes, alright then. Now, it seems W and S affect the throttle, respectively. What I'm not sure of is whether... Yes, alright, I didn't check in the tutorial whether or not I could bank and roll. It seems I can. Alright, I was kind of concerned about that, as otherwise the controls were a little arcadey, which I wasn't a tremendous fan of. It's still a little on the arcadey side, as I actually, like, aim and navigate via the mouse. However, it does make for very smooth and intuitive controls, which is nice. Alright, now then, you'll also notice, as I overload my Gs. Okay, there we are. As I aim, a little lead indicator comes up, which allows me an easy gauge of where I need the bore sight to be in order to hit the enemy. Oh my. What a dodgy one. What a dodgy one. And that larger ring actually indicates where my mouse is. Whoa! Whereas the actual crosshair reflects the aircraft catching up to my aim. Let's see. Looks as though HUD-wise, top left is thrust, speed, and altimeter. Top right is the minimap. Oh no! Oh no! Evasive maneuvers! Evasive maneuvers! I've got a bogey on my toe! Oh, dear God! Hi there. Hi there. Ow! Nice! Alright, let's see. Can I... Oh, no. Oh! Oh, no! Can I touch and go? Oh, ow. I kind of should have known that would happen. I thought I might have done an amazing maneuver. Apparently, no. No, I managed to make a little aerial somersault. And that's not a healthy maneuver. Okay, let's see. I've another aircraft. Ah, yes. The objective is not, in fact, the dogfight. It is to destroy enemy ground vehicles. So, I think I'll attempt to avoid enemy aircraft, as I am still very inexperienced in aerial combat, and engage instead the ground targets. Alright. I'm hoping if I fly relatively low, I'll avoid most enemies. Hi there, you're going to sail right across my crosshair. Hit you. I hit you. Come on, come on. I know I said I was going to engage ground vehicles, but this guy just flew right into my crosshair. Come on. Come on, I'm right all over you. All over you. Whoa, whoa. I keep wanting... Why can't... Oh, out of ammo. Gun jammed. How do I unjam? How do... Oh, okay. Apparently I need only weight. I see. Come on. Come on, you're mine. I'm all over you. Come on, lay on that trigger. Okay, alright. I'm not sure whether or not that kill counts to me, as he kinda crashed into trees on his own. I wonder whether or not it's due to engine damage I may have caused in attacking him. I'm not sure. Alright, let's see. Engage the ground vehicles. I wonder whether or not the ground vehicles in this mode are actually piloted by other players. Ow! Nice. Okay, I have one aircraft remaining. And I think if I read previous end-of-match screens correctly, repair costs are a thing, a small thing. However, one to consider in the rewards at the end of matches. Certain amounts of repair costs are removed from one's credit rewards, which is an incentive not to die. And I just noticed, our side is losing rather dramatically. Alright. I suppose the fates of war saw fit to level the scales, given my oddly impressive performance in the previous episode. Okay then, which, humorously enough, when I played in my own time in the interim of recordings, I never replicated. Like, I did decently, however, I never did as well in the other matches I played as when I was recording. So, that's a thing. And apparently, that match is now over. Okay, so, what have I received? Modification and vehicle research, as I mentioned, as well as a little more research invested into another fighter. Alright then. So, I think I'll conduct another dogfight, as I was horribly confused throughout some of that, and I think now that I've learned a little more of the lessons of exactly how to maneuver and actually control my aircraft, I think I might perform a little better in the next. Alright, now then, let's see. I need to channel my inner German. Mein pilot. We need to take the fight to the enemy. We need to send them crashing to the ground, where they will burn and die, and start the battle. Alright. Now, destroy enemy ground vehicles. I shall attempt to keep to this objective. Now, I wonder, can I can! I can use the V key, ordinarily in the tank mode utilized to access its sight, to instead access a cockpit view. And this, I think, is where the fact that, as I never mentioned in the previous episode, this game featuring Oculus Rift support would make for an absolutely amazing experience. As with an Oculus Rift, this would make for an incredibly intense experience. Can I look around? No, I can focus down sight, though. Alright. Let's see. Ah, okay. Another tap of that key allows for essentially a first-person view. I like that. It reminds me a bit of some of the Ace Combat games I very much enjoyed. And once upon a time, I was a rather skilled ace at. Ow, ow, he said, as he took easily avoidable shots from the rear. Alright. Looks as though, yes, enemy vehicles are in range. Destroy the artillery! Ground unit destroyed. Excellent. Now then. Where are more? I keep finding myself wishing I had, like, lateral pedal controls, as I utilize those a lot in other flight simulations, which is a genre I've never featured on the channel, largely due to the respective age of many simulation games, but which I enjoyed a lot as a youth. Ow. I think I've company on the rear. Damn. Ow, yes, I am taking a lot of fire. Ow. Stop that. Ow. Oh. Yeah. I had a couple of enemies on my rear. Wing cut loose. I wonder. I think I'll remain in third person this time. I wonder whether or not, like, cosmetically, the damage one sustains is reflected upon the aircraft model. I know I've seen artwork for this game, which depicts wings coming off, etc. However, I'm not sure whether or not it's actually reflected in the game. I'm kind of curious of that. I won't intentionally put myself in harm's way any more than I already am to discover it. However, I recognize these things happen. Come on, come on. Coming for you. I'm coming for you. Alright, lower on the throttle, lower on the throttle. Yes, alright. Increase throttle and chase him upward. Fancy little spin you're doing there. That's only going to turn into a death spiral. Yes, aircraft destroyed. Alright. Oh, hello. Another one is absolutely smoking himself to death. Excellent. Damn, gun jam. How do I unjam? I know in a tank, the U key allows one to stop in place and repair. Can I do that here and just level off and repair? No, apparently not. Alright then, I think I need only wait for my gun to unjam in the air. Okay. Let's see. And I've received a couple of questions in the comments of the previous episode already, what I essentially plan on unlocking and focusing on in this game. And the short answer is I'm not sure yet, as I'm not entirely sure what is available to unlock. I know I can check the progression trees, I've simply yet to do so in detail. However, I very much, as I mentioned, wish to pilot an American Spitfire aircraft, as well as a German Ch.2, so I'll make each of those a priority. I wouldn't mind throwing myself at the cockpit of a Japanese Zero either. And as armor is concerned, oh, you're attempting to get clever, aren't you? No, no. I'm all over you. I am all over you. You shall feel the wrath of German avionics. Schnell! Oh no. Oh no. I've jammed my gun. You're attempting to stall me out. I know what you're doing. I'm not sure whether or not an aircraft can stall ascending too rapidly. However, I suspect I very well may. Yes, aircraft destroyed. Excellent. Now, armor-wise, I do want... I'm not sure whether or not you're even a thing, because you have no text over you. I want an American Sherman, and I'm also a fan of some of the old World War II German armor, so I suspect... Oh, no. Oh, I nearly blacked out from pulling too many Gs. I was not aware that was a concern I needed to worry myself over. Alright then. Now then. Anyway. Ow. No. Accelerate, accelerate. Turn out, roll, roll. I am in the bowl. I need to remove myself from the bowl. Come on. Alright. No. Fire on him. Bring him down. Schnell! Ah. I think I've lost... Oh, I just noticed. the damage I've sustained is reflected on my wings. Because my wings are kind of shot through, and I'm not banking nearly as easily as I could. Oh, I just noticed! I can use pedals! E and Q use pedals. Alright, if you're not familiar with what I mean by that, it's when I move laterally, like so. Okay, excellent. I wasn't aware of that. The tutorial was incredibly Spartan. It only really instructed me on how to aim, shoot, and acquire targets, and then sent me on my way. Oh no. Oh, I've lost engines. And I am dead. Which I suppose isn't actually entirely historically inaccurate, as especially near the end of the Battle of Britain in particular, pilots were given only the very most basic of crash courses in avionics and then just kind of thrown into the cockpit and said, "I think you're going to die, mate, but we need someone to go and fight the damn Germans who are bombing the living hell out of London. So, Godspeed to you." Alright, let's see. I've earned a fair amount of research credits, as well as some modification credit. Excellent. Alright then, so... Aha! Excellent. I've researched the engine for this. Now, what are these? Offensive 7.92mm belts, which I assume are more effective? A higher caliber than my current armament? I hope so. Alright, I can apparently unlock as well 7mm MGs, another engine. Oh, okay. I've unlocked the engine as a research credit, however I need to now purchase said engine with my lions, which is incredibly cheap, only 20 lions, so yes, purchase that. And what exactly did that do for me? Increased a little engine power, increased max speed, climb rate, and turn time. Excellent, alright, so an increase in maneuverability across the board. I like that. So I'm a little ambivalent regarding the aerial aspects of War Thunder's combat, as I enjoy it, don't mistake me there. It simply seems a little oddly arcadey, a little fluid, compared to its somewhat more rugged and realistic tank combat. And I don't necessarily discount that as a negative factor, it seems just oddly contrasting to the style of gameplay involved in its respective modes. I enjoy it either way, and like I said, I am absolutely planning to invest a significant number of hours into the game such that I can unlock new things and try them, and I'm also very curious. As a little note, I saw, when I was checking through images for the usage of the creation of thumbnails for videos, a couple of screenshots of antique-looking mechs, which I think were unlocked, or at least teased, to the War Thunder community as an April Fool's thing by way of the devs. So, are those in the game? Are those an unlockable thing? I think I'll check the unlock research tiers at a later time and confirm that, as well as sort of plan my progression strategy as I go. In any case, I have enjoyed my first impressions of the aerial aspect of War Thunder. I consider this a sort of follow-up First 15, as it's a completely different aspect of the game than the tank combat, and I like the sort of dual nature of this game. It's almost a couple of games in one, and that's very ambitious for especially a free-to-play title, which are usually very streamlined, simple, and Spartan in their design. However, this game is absolutely not pulling any punches. It's actually attempting to do something new and interesting and semi-unique in its approach to a sort of multifaceted approach to gameplay. And anyway, I'm kind of rambling, so I'll wrap this episode here and resume War Thunder once I've either a new objective, a new vehicle to test, or some other manner of gameplay I wish to demonstrate. I'll also likely host a couple of Game Jam live streams for this game now that I have released my first impressions of the game, which I usually like to reserve for pre-recorded content the likes of this. So, join me for all of that in the future here at Last Level Press. I'm Mr. Black, and as always, I wish you all good gaming and Godspeed. I hear you moving. Where did you come from? Oh, where you going? I know where you're not. Safe.